Hey folks, okay. Just got finished doing an oil change on the Comet, and you might be wondering, because I just did an oil change when I first got it, why I did such an oil change so quick. But the reason is, when I first got the engine, it was thought it was stuck. So, excuse me, I put some chemicals in it, Marvel Mystery Oil, PB Blaster, and everything else like that to clear it up before I even spun it over. And there was a lot of miscellaneous junk in the engine, and I just wanted to give the engine a chance to clean out. So driving it around the yard and starting it and idling it and everything else like that, the clean oil became dirty very quickly. So basically it did its job and did what I expected it to do. So what I'm going to go over today real quick is the products that I use to change the oil on the older engines, old classic cars, or both my Galaxy and this Comet here. Now, first of all, the filter is a standard Ford filter, FL1A. They've used that filter for the old engines, the V8s and 6 cylinders for forever. Basic spin-on filter. You can get it at Walmart. It's about $4 or so that's no big deal. Also, the oil I use is 2050. Now, this engine here is out of the factory. It had low tolerances. I mean, this is a 60-year-old car, and right now, with it sitting a while and everything else like that, I'm sure the wear on it's quite a bit. So I use a 2050, especially in the summertime. In the winter, if I drive it in the winter at all, I might use a 10W40, but for the summertime, definitely a 2050, thicker oil, and that gives you a little bit of barrier with the rings and everything like that, and maybe bump the compression up a little bit. Okay, now, one of the most important things I do put in the engine and doing an oil change is this product here. It's called TB Zinc Plus by Lucas, and I'm not endorsing any particular product, but you need something for these older engines that have what's called flat tappet cams. Okay, basically what that is newer cars use a roller on the cam, the tappets, or the lifters, as you might hear them referred to. They use a roller, so when the camshaft goes around, it's a lot less friction. It rolls. The older cars didn't use the roller; it was just friction, and they relied on a lot of zinc in the oil. Well, today's modern oils don't have zinc, or enough zinc in them to keep the parts from wearing prematurely. So, in the Galaxy and in the Comet, I use this, and this is about $20. And I found this at Advance Auto. Maybe some other places have it. You probably get it online or whatever, Napa. But the brand, I'm not sure. I'm not endorsing a particular brand. It's just anything with ZDDP or zinc in it. You need zinc for the flat tappet or flat tappet cam car. One of my earlier videos, I posted the camshaft and lifters without using that. What happens is they wear prematurely, and they basically wear each other down, the cam lobes and the lifters, to where you're not getting the push rod isn't able to push the valve open enough, and your engine is running basically like shit because the valve's not opening enough. The lifters look concave from being worn out, and the lobes are rounded down to where there's no eccentric on them left. So anyway, rather than replace camshafts and lifters, I'll throw a $20 or spring $20 extra each oil change and throw that stuff in there if it'll make my engine last longer, and go for that. So not just for race engines, for flat tappet cams. If you have an older engine, not exactly sure what it is, you can look it up online, but I'm going to say anything older than 1980, chances are, unless it's special, it's got a flat tappet cam. And You need to use something like that. You know, read it, make sure it's going to work in your car. You know, I'm not responsible for anything you do and put in your car, and you know, make sure you do the research. I'm just telling you what I do. Anyway, all right. It's a beautiful day. I'm getting ready to enjoy it. I'm getting ready to clean up and enjoy the rest of this day. Have a good one. Bye.